Hey friend, it's me, the Ebony Otaku, the slightly annoyed nerd. I got a copyright strike and take a video down notice today. And I know you're probably thinking, how could that possibly happen to you? You don't use anybody's clips. I do read out of books sometimes, and it wasn't our great overlords of the Space Marines. It was actually another author that I love to read, their publishing house put a copyright strike on a video where I read about 6 pages out of a 200 and something page book and then discussed the book for an hour. And they claimed the entire video. They didn't even claim the portion that I read, which, okay, that's not my work. I read it, I did my, whole dramatization of it, but they have the right to do that. But it is discouraging as a very small creator that when the whole point of reading a little bit of a book is to get people interested in reading it and talking about it. And funny enough, the author of that book, the actual author, has responded to videos I do about their books and are like, "Thank you so much for promoting my work." But we have to remember that, you know, the authors don't actually own their work. Whoever published it does. So even though the author thinks it's great, my 200 view video apparently was too big a deal. I'm not going to lie, it's a little discouraging as a small content creator because, you know, these platforms that let us share our hobbies and the things that we like, you have to share within certain boundaries. And even if you follow fair use, even if, you think you're doing things correctly, like I try to make the majority of my content on my channel basically me. So if you don't like me, there's no reason to be here. um, but the truth of the matter is, even though I think I was within fair use, I'm not a lawyer. And as a very small creator who is barely a blip in these social media streets, I don't have the resources to fight that. You can reach out to the people who produce the strike and ask them to reverse it, but it's a publishing house. They probably have a bot that goes through and just looks for anything and takes the whole thing down. Even though literally I have a 40 something minute video, it was like that much of the video. They just want the whole thing gone without actually doing any measurement of, does this really apply to fair use? Did they really use the amount of content that we think they did? Because I did some looking up when I got the strike just to see, like, did I really violate fair use? How am I really way in the wrong here? And most of the guidelines out there say if you read, unless it's in the public domain, then it's fair game. Unless you read, more than 10 or 20% of a work, then you're probably safe within fair use. But anyone who owns a work has the right to, make a copyright strike against you. And I wish they had done a claim instead of a strike, because with a strike, you have to take your video down or get them to reverse it. Otherwise, it goes against your channel permanently. And then if you get three of those in a certain amount of time, your whole channel gets removed. And I'm not sure that when bots through companies and stuff, people are hired to go and do this, that they're always looking deeply into it. So they just kind of blanket it. It's like, you know what, anything that we even suspect could be a violation, we're just going to claim it. We're just going to strike it. That way we're protected. Because I don't think my 200 views, that was positively reviewing their book, by the way, was going to affect their bottom line. So why am I sharing this with you? I think I'm going to take a couple week break from filming because I'm a little discouraged. I've got like 3 more videos up on my channel right now that are going to go out over, I think, through March 1st. And I think they're like Transformers. There's one more I've already filmed. And I think I'll go ahead and upload that one. But I think I'm going to take a couple of week break from filming. I think that includes shorts as well. Shorts are great for the channel. They get a lot of views. But I'm a little discouraged, especially since I do YouTube as a hobby. YouTube does not pay my bills. I have a job. I'm in grad school for my master's degree. I have a lot of hobbies that I participate in, and the point of my channel as a well rounded nerd is to share all of those nerdy hobbies and things that I like. And maybe I can introduce people to a hobby they never thought about, or people can go, oh my goodness, there is someone who participates in this hobby I never suspected. Like, I always joke that I consider myself the Warhammer girl ambassador. Like, I'm always trying to pull in the wives and girlfriends of, of all my friends into the hobby so that there could be more girls participating. Like when I go to Adepticon, I know I'll be lucky if there's 3 women, including me, in the Warhammer 30K tournament. And that's okay. Um, but sharing my hobbies and having to go through the, I guess, red tape of dealing with, you know, organizations that fully have the right to, but are going to get to that fine line of making it difficult for people to like what you do. And honestly, for me, it's not a strike against the author. Am I going to mention who it was? No. It's not a strike against the author. I love the author. I will continue to read their books and support them, but I probably won't read them on the channel. And this is probably going to affect how I do content because let's be real, I've read a lot of books, sections of books on the channel. Um, and it might be safer for me to go into the open domain, things that are out of copyright. Um, you know, Even though I'm only reading small portions and then talking for an hour, technically it can still be claimed. I would prefer a claim over a strike, and this one was a strike. The last time this happened, it was a claim. So the video wasn't going to get taken down, it's just going to get demonetized. That's not a big deal. I actually got that one reversed because it turned out that it was a company that just had literally set themselves up to randomly make claims on stuff they didn't own. How that works, I don't know, but it was a thing and it got overturned and reversed. I can't reverse a strike. The content claimant would have to be nice to me. I don't think they're gonna be. And it's not a fight I feel like fighting because I have other things to do. So you'll see, I think, 4 more pre-recorded videos come out for me over the next few weeks. But I'm going to take a break from recording because it's just soured my mood. It has soured my enthusiasm for doing this. And it's going to make me rethink how I do the channel. The Discord, of course, will still be up and active. I run a very small Discord. It's also called the Ebony Otaku. Feel free to join. Um, and then also, I've got my Instagram, also the Ebony Otaku. But I run the social media for my local SCA group as well. So there is still social stuff that I've got to participate in because I volunteered to do it. But as far as recording new videos, I'm gonna give myself a break from video recording um, because I'm sad, and for no other reason that I'm sad and disheartened. And after Adepticon, I guess I'm gonna rethink how I do videos because my content it basically has to be me. And even when it comes to reading, Space Marine books and whatnot, now I'm a little hesitant to do any of that anymore. Um, because there's a bunch of those on my channel, and if someone felt like striking, they could, and then my channel would be gone. And that would make me sadder. So I'm not abandoning recording. I think I'm just gonna back away from filming long form content for a while. I might still post shorts because shorts are easy and fun, like battle reports, progress on painting and stuff like that. But the long videos, I'm just gonna give myself a break for a little bit. How long? I don't know. At least a couple of weeks. Maybe until after Adepticon, honestly. But we'll see. If my mood improves before then, I'll just get back to recording. But right now, I'm just kind of like meh about it, which is perfectly okay. I know that on my channel that there's a lot of other creators. I got to do better about commenting on videos under my creator account and not my watch account because they're not the same account. I'm out there being all kinds of problematic on my watch account. No, I'm not. I'm just being funny. But uh, a lot of the creators that I follow on this account, on my creator account, y'all are doing stuff that is uniquely you, and I hope that you don't have to experience um, the hesitation and trepidation of what can I do to make my content not sus to bots that are out there taking stuff down, because I'm pretty sure that's what happened. They have a bot that's programmed that if you say a few words, it's coming down. And there's nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about it. And I'm not even going to try to fight it. But I am a bit of a discouraged Ebony otaku today. Um, but I do appreciate the audience that I do have. The fact that I have a channel with over 5,000 subscribers, even though I've tried to give away stuff, I had a drawing last year for an OPR kit that I printed custom myself, and the person who won the contest never contacted me. So I've got the stuff for it just laying around. So maybe um, we'll try to give that away sometime this summer when I get back to recording long form content. We'll see. I've rambled enough. It's been 10 minutes of your time and of mine. Um, we're just out here trying to navigate these social media streets as best we can. And sometimes it works in our favor, sometimes it doesn't. I'm going to choose to stay positive, but sometimes you just need to give yourself a break. If something's not bringing you joy, do something else. And at this very moment, making videos is not going to bring me joy because of this moment. So I'm going to back away from it until I find my joy to do it again. And I will reconsider how I do videos so that I am less likely to fall into the hands of the strike system. Boo. Well, my guests, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll get back with y'all with new videos other than the few that are going up over the next couple of weeks. Um, I'll see you eventually in the next one.